So Guruji, he was born among the nomads of eastern Tibet, but he was very smart, so his family took him to study in the monastery when he was young. And because he learned so well the texts, he began Shidra college at 14. Then he was doing his college, and then the Chinese became difficult in Tibet, and college was closed before he could finish. Almost finished to Shidra, but not quite. So at that time, there was no Shidra for him. So he went on pilgrimage to different places to meditate in Tibet. And while he did that, there was fighting with the Chinese, and many people ran for India. He saw in a dream a big wave of red in the ocean coming, and so he went. On the road, he met one of his teachers from the monastery, Tuksi Rinpoche. But Tuksi Rinpoche could not walk. He was too old. And so where they were, horses could not go to carry him. No one could carry him. So Wangdor Rimpoche carried him on his back for 2 months. 1 month. For a long time, not even counting the time. He carried him. And then after they reached India, Wangdor Rinpoche went on pilgrimage to the holy places of India after he recovered from escaping after time in the hospital. And he went to many great holy places and practiced there. But when he came here to this mountain on which Guru Rinpoche had taught the princess of Sahor, local woman, local Rani. Even there is the palace still standing in Mandi from her father. You can see it. So in this holy place, which is very powerful, the cave there on which Guru Rinpoche had lived with the Rani, it was empty. So he sat. The local people said, okay to stay. Then he stayed. And he stayed. He was alone there for 2 years. Maybe more, 3 years, 4 years. Then one nun came, and slowly another person came. And slowly another person came. And he sat there in the cave and he practiced. And so he has lived there, more than 50 years, practicing in the caves. When he was too old to walk up the mountain, in those days there was no road, and even when there is a road, the cave is not on the road. So when he became too old to walk to there, he had built this statue. After some time, Karmapa had asked him to build a monastery for Zigor Rinpoche, so he needed to raise funds to do that. So he went to travel in the world to teach and receive offerings to build that monastery. And so he did that, and he traveled all over the world, in Europe and South America and North America. And many students honored him greatly, for his teaching was so clear and so powerful and directly from the heart. So there was so much honor for him. But after some time, he was too old to travel, for traveling is very hard on the body. And on his last trip, he became ill. So after he recovered, he did not travel anymore. I continued to travel to look after his students, so they would not be alone. And he sat here. He had also built this incredible statue. After the monastery was finished, he still traveled, for the students would be sad if he didn't come to them. So what to do with what they would offer? He built this statue for the sake of all beings, that they could come here and feel their heart open and have a place to do some practice. And so beings now from all over the world, from the West and from Bhutan and from Sikkim, all of this, they come here and they practice. For his respect and his name is now very gone far. And all people love him because his teaching, this teaching of Ati Yoga, has always been perfectly clear. Now he has gone to be beyond the beyond, and beyond that as well. But we who are his students have only lost his form. His essence cannot be lost. Beyond this place, this realm, the unborn, undying, there is certainty there. And as he has shown us, that is not lost. His teachings are not lost to the world. They will continue.